All right, everybody, I am on the move. I'm Jay King. I'm headed to work on this music with my buddy today, and I am bringing you on the journey. Here we go.
People watching got me, I don't think about it, idolizing. I'm not a standing still, got me looking
Well,
down at my hand.
what an incredible day ahead. I'm working on this single called Me and You. It's basically a song about my childhood, some of the things I lived through, the ways that God kept me. And man, the song is very important to me. But the reason I'm recording this video today is because my life is so full. There's so much happening in my life, and I am currently driving to my home city, Bradenton, Florida, where my buddy is. His name is Riley Thornton. He's like a brother to me. We're very, very great friends, and we do music together, and he actually produces with me. And so he's an incredible mind. He's very, very talented guitarist, incredible producer, great mix engineer. He's very, 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 very good. But he's quite a distance away from me. So I am driving about an hour and 15 minutes south to meet him and spend quite a few hours with him working on this song. And I'm bringing you on the journey. It's gonna be a fun day. Now, what's funny about our relationship is me and Riley met. He was a firefighter, and he played at a local church with a friend of mine at a young adult ministry at a church called Church on the Rock. We met there. I was just kind of in the area with a buddy of mine. His name is Steve Bowles. Very, very great friend of mine. I was just coming to talk young adults and hang out with my buddy at his ministry, and I heard this dude playing guitar, thought he was dope. Had a band at that time for a few years, had plenty of personnel, but I was looking for a strong lead guitar player, and I met this guy. When I say he's the most complicated dude ever, he was the most complicated dude, was the most complicated dude ever. It's like asking somebody on a date and they constantly tell you no, 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 no. But what he didn't know is I'm like a persistent individual. If I'm told no, I'm gonna keep coming after you. I resonated with the guy, got to know him, realized he was in firefighting. Long story short, the guitar player was also a very, very good producer, great mix engineer. He just didn't know it yet. And our relationship has grown to the point now where Riley can literally take anything that I give him and through his lens, bring it to life. And our relationship works so beautifully together because we both can paint, we can both draw as it pertains to creativity. But the two of us doing it together, there's just endless opportunities. And so I love him, and that's who I'm going to meet right now. So I told you all that background to that because I think it's important that we share how we meet people. I see relationships very unique. Every person I meet, I believe they play a role in my life, whether it's to teach me something or to grow me into something. There's always something you can gain from interactions. And Riley was going a completely different direction with his life, as many of us are sometimes going in our lives. But for me, I was making a conscious decision to pursue an avenue of life that's unorthodox. It's not normal. Music, but not music like doing what everybody else is doing. I'm chasing a sound, I'm chasing a style, using my own unique experiences. I write in a way that's real, that's authentic to me, things that I felt. I sing songs and I feel them differently. I write songs and I feel them differently. They're personal to me. Everything's personal. And I hope to relay that. So doing this with Riley, it's important to me because he feels this. He feels the sacrifice that he's made to explore his creative avenues. And our connection, ultimately, he met a very, I would let him tell what he met, but I wouldn't say I'm the easiest person to work with, but I would say that because of the relational side of who I am, it kind of makes it easier to deal with my my perfectionism. I'm a 1 on the Enneagram. If you don't know what that is, you should look into it, but it is what it is. It kind of makes up our relationship. He's also a 1. So great relationship pairing, I guess, right? Anyways, that's where I'm headed. Meet this guy, get to work. So let's go. On my drive, I like to listen to music. Right now I'm listening to Speak to the Mountain, Seasons Collective. I love all of these guys that I'm listening to right now, whether it's Joel Barnes, Aaron Moses, Dante Bowe. These are 3 individuals that I got to meet in Bradenton, Florida. They were playing with Eddie James at the time. Very, very anointed musicians and singers. We were playing at the same camp. The days that they were there, my band was resting, and the days that they weren't there, we were leading the conference. And so we got to kind of connect a little bit there. So listening to Joel lead this song, Speak to the Mountain, I'm definitely gonna sing this summer. I just think it's cool how the turning events happen. Every interaction, again, they breed great things. And so these are beautiful people, great spirit, very anointed. I've been following them for a few years now, since I met them at YEX back in like 2013, 14, and it's 2021. So love what they're doing. That's the song I'm listening to. So I'll be listening to all kinds of music on my drive.
No matter the mess I'm in, I won't give up or give in. No matter where I've been, who I was isn't who I am. You say you'd never leave me. I'm trusting in what you say. I'm confident that it's over now, 'cause I know
I just got to another light. Fun fact, I am from Florida, born and raised in Florida. What I'm doing right now is basically, I want to make sure that when I die, there's something that I left behind me, legacy, impact, that benefited me greatly. Hopefully it inspires somebody coming behind me, or someone that's, behind me, I guess, or maybe with me as I'm still alive. So my goal with music is to spread faith, hope, and love one song at a time. And that looks different. It can be one song at a time. It can be one conversation at a time. It can be one interaction at a time. I just believe that it's one thing at a time, because you don't know if you'll make it to another opportunity. So every song, every conversation, every interaction, every experience that I get to lead as a singer, as a musician, whatever I'm doing, that is my opportunity to spread faith, hope, and love. And I think for me, what drives me is the story behind everything. I think every interaction, every conversation, everything you do in your life, there's a story that accompanies it. Yeah, there's a story that accompanies it. And I think if we tell the story more than we tell the hype or the energy behind the thing we got to do, it actually gives more context to what we live through as people. For so much of our lives, we skip the details. But I think the details are powerful. It lets people know that there was a point A and a point B. The distance between those 2 points is the reality that we live in, but we usually only capture the start and the finish. Well, I think people deserve the details. And that's what I'm trying to capture. That's what I write about. I write about how I got to where I am, how I'm getting to where I'm going. And hopefully when I die, these things that I've been able to write about and I've been able to experience with people, I hope to take an account of those and share them with the people around me. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. It changed my life. I very strongly believe if it weren't for the encounter I had with the Holy Spirit when I was around 12 or 13 years old at the ramp in Hamilton, Alabama, I genuinely don't think that I'd be doing what I'm doing today. I think I'd be in a completely different space. But for the grace of God, I can honestly say I do what I do today completely surrendered. Like, I'm living a life through a brand new lens because of that experience. And I think everybody deserves to have that experience. What made that experience powerful? Someone's testimony in the blood of the Lamb. They were testifying of God's goodness through music, through word. It was passionate. It was exciting. It was very, very, it was radical is the way that I can describe it. It was radical, but it was true. It was authentic. It was real. It resonated with me and it changed my life. So I don't ever want to do a thing in my life that is outside of my gifts and my drive and, you know, the way God uniquely wired me. I think we all should live that way, because then the world gets the best you. It gets the best you when you're doing what you love. I'm not saying you should only do the things that you love. I think it's important that you do the things that you love and strive to do those things. I've worked jobs, you know, I've dealt with weird interactions and conversations. We all live through those things. You shouldn't just run from things because it gets complicated, but you should never put down the things that drive you, the things that you're passionate about, the things that you love. You should hold on to them and let them fuel you to continue running towards those things that you love. Yeah, reaching people. When you're passionate about it, when you love it, it'll change people. People resonate with it. When it's something that you're just doing because it's fitting in the moment, well, people know that, they feel that, and they can't vibe with it, they can't resonate. Be 100% who you are, and let that lead the way. Don't get distracted by what everybody else is doing. Don't let, on that journey between point A and point B, as I mentioned earlier, don't let what's happening in between cause you to camp out at somebody else's success. Don't get distracted by what seems great in that moment. Recognize great is what's inside of you, not what you're experiencing in the moment. That's why we take account of what's happening in between. We reflect and we remember, like, man, that was dope, but I'm still on my way here, right? Have that point in mind. What is that point? That's vision. You know, remember who you are in the process. That's identity. But most importantly, remember why you're doing it. That's purpose. So, anyways.
Promises are promises, I'm facing it, you never fail me. I won't move until you move me, go until you send me, no, I'm waiting. I'd rather stand still, steady recognizing why I'm still here. Mind heal wandering, time spent pondering, it's happening. No matter the mess I'm in, I won't give up or give in. No matter where I've been, who I was isn't who I am.
Fun facts while I'm driving. I'm a husband. I'm a friend to her first. I'm a husband to Chelsea King. She is my queen. That's my girl. I love you, baby. We have 2 beautiful kids at the moment. In a few weeks, we're bringing in our 3rd child. I have my oldest, Rowan. She's very strong. She's a gymnast. She's incredible. You should follow her page. My son, love him so much. His name is Jeremiah. He is currently 4 years old. Rowan's 6, Jeremiah is 4. Right now he's in pre-K, Rowan's in kindergarten. She's a gymnast. He's whatever he feels he wants to be in the moment, whether that's Batman or that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a half shell, turtle power. I know, weird. And then we're welcoming our 3rd child, Thea. Thea is a girl. She's gonna be coming into this world soon. I'm gonna vlog that entire thing, so be looking for that. I'm excited to meet my daughter. I had this weird, I'm 28, or almost 28. I'm 27, I'll be 28 in March. I've always wanted to have kids before 30. I wanted to start having kids by 22 and be done by 30. I'm praying God will grant that wish. If more kids come after that, I'm praying God will give me grace to deal with it. But nevertheless, 3 kids will be great. I'll be good with 3 kids. All right, enough of that. Chelsea and I's relationship and our story is very unique. I'm gonna share that at some point. Today is not that day. I love my family. There's nothing more important to me under God or next to God, under God, like my family. Everything I do, the reasons I can't lay my head down at night and know that I'm doing something halfway or pursuing something that's not my passion. I have to do what I'm doing with them in mind, because I want my kids to grow up seeing their dad do something that he loves and he's passionate about and he grinds for, because that will leave, again, a legacy in them to do something they love and to commit to it and be passionate about it no matter what. I love my family. They're everything to me. I'm young. I'm an advocate for marriage. I'm an advocate for faith. I'm an advocate for committing and giving yourself to one person. It'd be easy to give my wife only what she needs and then go be some kind of a essentially half butt, for lack of better words, dad and husband and friend, and then I find myself doing all kinds of stuff that's not truly committed or devoted and really surrendered to her. My joy in my life is what we're living through in marriage. It's a challenge being in a committed relationship with one person. Camera's probably crooked the whole time. With one person and loving them passionately. You know, I love that about my marriage. I think more people should talk about what it means to be married. You don't have to wait until you're older, when you've now experienced everything in life and you come back beaten up. I think you can experience things in life. You're going to get beaten up anyway, but to do it with someone and to experience life with them, to choose them day in and day out, that's a level of discipline that I think if we jump into earlier in our life, we'll have more appreciation for it later in our life.
I can make it without you. I'm loved, won't waste another minute. Cause I'm loved, I'm loved. I am loved even when I don't feel it. I am loved, though I thought that I can make it without you. I'm loved, won't waste another minute. Cause I'm loved, I'm loved. No matter the mess I'm in, I won't give up.
Well, I've just arrived. Time to go get this music done. And for some of you, meet Riley. Let's go. Look at the man. Now went to Cali and changed up on me now. Woo-wee. This is Riley, everybody.
And Ricky.
And Ricky.
Moments with my mama, oh God, thank you for mama. Single parent with the plan, sacrifice for the kids. It's hard work to keep the lights on, food ready, that's spicy. Lay down and beat the night, that's 12 rounds without the coaching, man. Mama made times she could have quit, but throwing towels never did fit the image. Built your house on. Yeah. Bike rides.
I cannot remember what I did. Hey, so this my boy. He go by Ricky Sene, Mr. Squidoo himself in the building. What's up with you, man? Talk to the people, bro.
We're out here right now, man. We working on this thing, chopping it up. You know, I just came in late, so you know.
He sound kind of depressed, don't he? What?
No, listen. The people don't know.
You need to get excited. You're about to put sax on it.
I have a migraine, and
a migraine,
and that's not what it is.
Migraine.
I deal with that.
You're gonna see a lot of Ricky. It's my brother, my boy. Love him very much. We headed to get something to eat. Just finished the rearranging of parts in the song with Riley, and it's time. It's time to go eat, come back, finish the track, add some textures, see if we can make it a little more modern with some of the texturing. It's gonna be fun. So I'm looking forward to y'all hearing it. Stay tuned for what's to come.
Hippo.
Yeah.
Woo! Great meal with the boys.
Yup. No way to do.
Can't see us, but we here. Cosmic glory, heart for me. Well, I didn't get to finish that video. It is Sunday, that was Monday, and I'm closing this thing out from the back of my wife's car right now. That night ended in a very interesting way. Great conversation, but very, very tense, because the creative process gets that way. Just really working through why it's taking so long to finish the song. It's been a while, it's been a few months here, which is faster than normal, but the process keeps getting pushed back. And so we had a great conversation. It always happens that way with us, where we're just three minds collaborating on a project. It'll do that. The creative process is a beast. nevertheless, I love my guys. Monday was fantastic. It was incredible. I'm gonna be posting more content just like this, just kind of sharing my process as I journey through as an artist, as a husband, as a father, as a friend, all of that jazz. If you're a singer, songwriter, creative, someone pursuing your passions, I hope this page encourages you. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get all the notifications whenever I'm posting here on the page. And here's to the next few videos. Love.